I remember, I think my first Digimon game was World 3. I never played 1 or 2. I looked at 4. 4 looked weird as fuck to me, and I said, I'm not even gonna touch that. But Digimon World 3, I remember that one a lot. That I think I remember it the most because as a kid, I had no
You cried
patience.
probably.
Yeah, I had no patience. So like I'd get past maybe like the first. The game doesn't guide you to do anything.
No. You have to find out. You literally have to talk to every single person twice.
Yeah.
Double tap.
Yep.
And then to figure out information at times, because sometimes they'll guide you like, all right, you gotta talk to such and such, but like there's like in between spots that are like kind of important when you need to like find like,
you need to go all the way
like,
back to fucking Kusanagi City to get some shit, and you're all the way on the fucking second continent.
Exactly. The perfect example when you need to find like Sepikmon's mask. Yep. Oh my god, that was like one of the most agonizing parts because of the back and forth. You had to go find Edamon, then you find out it's not Edamon. You find some other people. You gotta go to like Volcano Valley or some shit. You have to go to because I just played the game. You had to like go back to well, first before even all that, right? You go into the grave. I forget what it's called. Yep. And where Zambamon is like, bro, you can't beat me. I'm too strong. And he was like, damn, how do I get past him? And then like you find out he's afraid of stinky weed. And so to find stinky weed, which it doesn't even tell you, oh no, it does tell you to go to Sepikmon's house, right? So you go to Sepikmon's house, you have to go find the mask because he's like scared because he doesn't have his mask on. He's like, bro, I can't do this, blah, blah, blah. So you have to go find the mask. You have no idea where to go. And then you talk, like I said, you have to talk to random people and they're like, yo, talk to someone who has a random mask on. You're like, oh, where is that? Then he's like, all the way in Asuka City, which is an east sector, which you have to go cross all the way around to go over there. And you see Sepikmon, which is really Edamon with a mask on. And then he was like, bro, I'm Sepikmon, leave me alone. And then you're like, nah, bro, this is you. Then you go talk to some other people. And then you like, oh, that's not real him. Then you go talk to Edamon. Edamon's like, go talk to Nick. And Nick's all the way in Diver Lake for no reason. Divermon's Lake. And then it just keeps going. And then it's just like, bro, why? But
as a kid, I never I started that game over so many times because I always remember choosing the Guillemon and Bearmon package because I loved Guillemon. And
I did too. My reasoning was because the opening was Guillemon, Bearmon, and Agumon.
Yeah, right.
So the best way to get that package was go with them two, and then Agumon you get early game, and then I'll just take out Patamon instantly,
right,
and get Agumon, and I'm like, yo, I got the squad that they had in the beginning of the game.
I'd probably get past like obviously the opening sequence, and then I'd venture out in Asuka City, and then from there I go out into the Meadowlands, and I'd get mollywopped in the fields.
Get bodied. Yeah.
Yo, right off the bat, those Digimon were strong as fuck.
Bro, if you go into Central Park and you make that left into Plug Cave, you're instant bodied. Yep. If you go past that dude where that dude with the tree is to get the kicking boots, you're gonna get instantly bodied by a Deltamon, I think it is. And it's just like, bro, why? Yeah. Why is this here?
The game was it's so improperly balanced. For a kid, I never finished it. It makes you appreciate like the grinding in games and just like learning how to get around things and stuff. Right. Because nowadays in games, it's just they hold your hand so much in games today nowadays you don't even like get to feel that struggle. Exactly. Like that's why I hated the new Pokemon game, Sword and Shield, was just the last one I played personally, I think it was. Because I was like, oh, I got the Switch, I could finally play a Pokemon game. So I was like, I'll play it. And then I was like, this is easy. Experience share for the whole party was disgusting. But this is not a Pokemon podcast. We will not talk about Pokemon. For me, never played through enough of World 3 until like literally like 6 months ago or so. And I still haven't finished it because I have the attention span of a peanut.
I just beat it again just recently.
Because Dan has an issue.
Nah, because so again,
Dan just Digimon World 3 so much.
Yeah. Digimon World 3 had 2 versions for some odd reason. So Japan rushed the game for US for some odd reason. I don't know why. And so we got an unfinished game. And so there's no end game content. You do the end game credits, and then that's really it. They have it was called the PAL version, where it's like more updated stuff. They like cooler animations for certain things, and a couple of things. But there's a whole bunch of end game credits. So end game content. So basically, the whole point of end game content is to beat the Amaterasu gym leaders, the real ones, and not the fake ones. And then to do that, you have to get the grind is. I had to cheat because I was not sitting there doing that grind for real. You have to get all 8 of the partners. So that means if you didn't do that prior game, it's even harder now. Yeah. Because you have to get each one. So let's say if you have 5,
some of them like
disappear
if you don't get them by a certain point, right?
Correct. And prior to end game credit, they're all there. But here's the catch. You have to get one by one. You have to get that first one you get. Let's say you needed Bearmon, right? You get Bearmon. You do the DNA thing. You get Bearmon. You need to get Bearmon to level 45. Do you know how hard that game is to grind to level 45 for one Digimon? So you get that Digimon to level 45. Then the next 2 will appear, and then you go grab which one, bring that one to 45. Then you do that all over again for the last one, right? And after that, you have to go get the 5 legendary weapons. And then that's a whole grind fest in itself. And then you fight the gym leaders. And then you fight the champion. And the champion's low-key busted. I was like, bro, this is not real life. This shit is so hard for no reason. He has a Bulbmon that just all he does is increase speed. And to the point where you always miss. Damn. So you have to outspeed him.
No, you got to use, what's it called? Sand attack. Sandstorm.
Yeah, right.